Well, there were extraordinary scenes on the Nullarbor Plain this week as the Royal Flying Doctor Service and the RAAF performed a rare practice landing on a bush highway. For the Flying Doctor, it's an emergency strip that could save lives. We were lucky enough to be invited along for the ride.
The Air Highway, a quiet and lonely outback road that seems to stretch forever through the Nullarbor Plain on the very edge of Australia. But those there on Wednesday could be forgiven for thinking they were part of an action movie. Police closed the highway as the Air Force flew in to test a new C-27J Spartan weighing in at a whopping 30,000 kilos. The Royal Flying Doctor Service was next.
Chadwick Ground, Flying Doctor aircraft, Foxtrot X-ray Juliet, overhead the Chadwick airstrip confirmed the road is closed and the strip is secure.
Flying Doctor aircraft, road is secure, all the vehicles are stopped and you're clear to land.
And we did a perfect touchdown in the middle of nowhere.
Describe the experience for you.
Oh, it's amazing.
It was a bucket list tick for Flying Doctor Chief Pilot Damien Heath.
Had you done it before?
No, I haven't landed on the road here before, so no, it was a first. It was fantastic.
Apart from clearing the traffic and wandering wildlife, it's pretty routine, he says.
It's only really different because of the road extending out at each end of it, which changes the look of the airstrip.
They call it the Chadwick Strip. Police and the travellers at either end had the best seats in the house. What must they have thought?
I would say it's pretty awesome. I think everyone else who stopped on the side of the road thought it was pretty awesome. They've been very accommodating, which is very nice, so yeah, it's very good to have people understand what's going on.
Absolutely amazing.
It was fantastic.
I was here when the airstrip was built. I think up to date there's only been one plane landed on it till today, so it's pretty special, yeah. But yeah, some days things happen and some days it's pretty quiet, but today was a good day, yeah.
Especially out here with there's nothing much around. It was excellent.
It was a first for the RAF crew too.
It was really good. It was really exhilarating and a good experience for the for 35 Squadron and the RFDS.
Chadwick is one of just two emergency road strips in South Australia. The other is near Coober. They're rarely used, sometimes not at all, for 12 months or so. But when they are, the pilot has to get it right.
So practice makes perfect.
Vitally important. They happen rarely, but when people need us out here, we're a long way from anywhere else.
Legendary aviator Dick Smith agrees. He just happened to be in the area too.
Oh, I think it's very important. I mean, if you have a bad accident on the Nullarbor, there's no helicopter can get that distance in a reasonable time. So you've got to rely on the fixed-wing planes. And I've driven along the road a number of times and seen the marked areas where planes can land. I wish I could have a go myself.
The last highway landing here was in 2010 when pensioners Judith Lepoidovan and Pat Green was seriously hurt in this crash.
I wonder when it was going to stop rolling. It was just quite scary, yeah.
Back then, we reunited them with the Flying Doctor crew that rescued them.
There you go. It keeps people alive, yeah. If it wasn't for that, a lot of people wouldn't make it, especially some of the accidents that happen out here. The distance out here means you're going to die, probably, if you haven't got a plane.
Saving lives in a waiting room that spans for millions of kilometres.
They do an amazing job, and what a day it was.